Right guys, welcome to the base building tutorial YouTube video for Dayz Xbox. This is on Xbox, hosted by Glass and Vod. Let's get started. So first segment of the video, we're going to be describing all the different things you can see in front of you, for all the different things you will need for building the wall or the gate. We'll be covering both things in this video, and we'll be covering every possible thing that will be needed for people that are starting out building bases or want to know a little bit extra knowledge on looting. Now, to get started on describing, the shovel is a must-need. You're going to need to find a shovel. You can find them in sheds. The best location to find them is sheds. Find them in garages, and I thought if you look behind you, you can see all the types of garages behind you just there. It's a great example of locations where to find them. Mainly all the stuff in this video you will be finding in industrial areas. Now, if you don't know where industrial is, please go look it up. There's so many buildings that cover it. We will not be covering that in this video, but as you can see quickly right behind you, these are the kind of buildings you're looking for, as well as brown sheds and just general sheds in any town. Any town in DC has a shed, so get looking in them if you're building a base. Next thing we should probably cover, you will need to grab is boxes of nails. If you want to zoom in to these ones over here, look for them. They're not that plentiful. You will need to find as many as you can depending on how big your base is, but may as well take them because they run in short supply while building them. Next thing is hammers. Now, the one thing about hammers is you need to know you can't repair them, so take as many as you can. It doesn't matter how many rolls of duct tape you've got, hammers will still get ruined. So if you find one, pick it up if you're building a base. Next thing is either a hatchet or a splitting axe, or even a fire axe will do. Is for chopping down wood, and as you can see, the logs you want to be chopping down are the ones to the left. Now, if you chop down a bush, you will not get these logs. You must do a tree. So when you look at the prompt, it'll say tree, and you chop it down, and you will get one of these logs. These logs are used to build the posts of the walls. Now, to Vod's left there, you've got the planks. You're going to need lots of these. Don't worry about these at the start. Once you get the walls up, you're going to worry about the planks. And finally, we're going to have a quick look at sheet metal here. Sheet metal is extremely useful. Now, it's kind of difficult to carry. Vod, do you want to do a demonstration on the best way to carry it? It's currently a glitch. So this is the normal, slow way of carrying it. We'll show you a quick glitch. This may get patched next update, so it might not work anymore. So you want to crouch, you want to pick it up, there you go, and you can sprint while being crouched. As you can see, it's a lot slower than just walking with it. So you'd be able to carry it much longer distances and save you a lot of damn time. So that's a quick example of that. Sheet metal is extremely useful. We're gonna do a quick test right here and just see if a sledgehammer can break through the sheet metal here. So if I go up to this, I can destroy it. If you want to pick up the sledgehammer and show how slowly that goes round, we'll try and destroy it. Is it possible? Yes, it is. How slow is that going? How slow is that going around? Is it slow? Well, as you can see, that's gonna be a lot more powerful than the wood. But we'll get into that later on in the video. You don't have to worry about that too much yet. First, you want to worry about how to build the bases, which we're going to show you. And the very first thing you're going to need with that is, depending on how many walls you're making, you will need rope. Now, one rope, it equals one wall essentially. And once you build up the wall, then you get a small chance of it dropping the fence kit again, which means you would then be able to make another wall. We'll get into that when we get to the next stage. The first stage of this, after showing you all the different bits and bobs, will be the fence kit. That's what you need, so we'll move on to that just now.
Right, so guys, what you want to do now is make your way over to any size bush. Make sure you cut it down with any sharp object. It can be a combat knife, it can be a steak knife, kitchen knife, it doesn't really matter. You're going to get a long stick out of it, or of any bush. Make sure that it's not a tree for this part of the step. Make sure you split it to make it into a short stick. This is how you make your fence kit. It can be any sharp object. It can be an axe or a kitchen knife, anything. So you want to do is take it to your hands. It might be
possible with a hammer as well. I'm not too sure though. But don't use up your hammer. I wouldn't recommend using your hammer. That's the main thing. If you're building bases, don't use your hammer to split things. I don't know if it's possible though. Anyway.
But what you want to do is make your way over to some rope. This is, I believe, the only rope that you'll need for the entire process. only one bit of rope, and they are pretty common. We find rope absolutely everywhere, in urban areas, in wooden areas, in any place.
Most importantly though, guys, once again, this is somewhere that's common in industrial areas. These are the areas you're going to want to be looking at to find these things, is industrial areas. That's the key point of this video. If you're building a base, make sure you're looking places industrial, like those car parks over there, garages, anything like that, even sheds in towns.
So what you want to do is hold RT onto the rope, and it should make a fence kit. This will be to make a simple wall, just a wall that you whack on just to defend your bases. It can be turned into a gate, but we won't focus on that at the moment. So what you want to do is make your way over to where you want to build your wall. Let's just say we want to build it here. You're going to get a prompt. If you press RT, don't hold it, and you'll get a white outline. If it's dull like this, it means you can't place it there. So make sure it's nice and white, then you can hold RT to place the fence kit.
Lovely jubbly. Right, so the next part is getting the logs to your wall. So let's say the scenario is you've just placed on your starter wall, and you want to get it up. So the first stage is you need 2 logs. Now you'll need to cut down 2 trees to get 2 logs. That very simple. I've got one in my inventory, one in my hands. Now you can fit these in some of the bags to make it to carry. So I've just attached 2 logs. Now what you want to do there is you want to get the log, you want to come forward to your fence kit and press RT. It'll give you a prompt, whichever site you built it. Now another quick thing is, when you're building your fence kit and placing it down, make sure you're on the inside of your base, and you're looking outside of your base. So towards the outside of your base, and you're standing inside the base when you place down the fence kit. The next thing, this is when the shovel comes into play. I'm gonna run back over here, grab the shovel. You can tell we're a very organized team here making this video. Right, we're gonna come back here, and then what you want to do is you want to walk up exactly the same prompt as before. When you place down the logs, is it'll say RT build base hold, and you want to hold that down. You want to start digging, just like so. It doesn't take very long. Get the simple animation like this, and bang, this is what you want to see. You want to see 2 posts just like that, and as you can see on the ground, it's given us a fence kit back, which means you can then continue the cycle and getting these posts up, and then we'll get into the next stage where the hammer and the nails and the planks come into play. Yeah, so we'll move on to that just now. Alright, so the next part, we're going to be building the foundations of the fence, to then make it the whole wall. Now what you're going to need is, we're going to show you how to build planks first. So you want to get a hacksaw, come over to one of these logs over here, and just hold RT and turn them into planks. Now you're going to need these for whether you're building out of sheet metal or wood. You'll need them either way, just as important as the nails behind you. So you're also going to need the nails and the hammer. Now the hammers, you're going to use that to build up the wall. And if you want to unpack the nails and show you what they look like, they're just like that, and you attach them to the wall just over there, and just like the planks as well. You're going to walk over, and you're going to go the same prompt as the nails and attach them, and you'll see it on the ground just like so. So then what you're going to do, if you want to come over here, Vod, and grab the hammer, just show them how to do it. Grab the hammer, and you're going to build up the wall like so. Start with the lower, potentially. Yep, start with the lower, and then you can continue to the next part. Now you may need some more planks for this, guys. Let's see how much this uses. So that's the lower part built. As you can see, we've got 3 left, so we're going to need some more. I'm going to attach some more planks to the wall. We now have 6 currently, and still 52 nails left over, as you can see inside the base. I'm going to build up next. There we go. And then finally, we will need to get some more planks. But you kind of get the gist of it. You just do the same. Now the next part we're going to do is show you the sheet metal. The exact same, but instead of planks, it's sheet metal. Now we're going to need some more planks for this. Oh no, we don't. 2 is enough. And as you can see, if we come around here, you can see what both the walls look like. We've got sheet metal on top and wood on the bottom. Now, I believe we have some camo netting as well. Just over here. You want to grab the camo netting, Bob? someone interrupting most times productions right there. Get him on. Right, so what you want to do, walk up to the wall there, and then hold A to quick move onto the slot where the camo netting goes on. Bada bing, bada boom, Bob's your uncle. That's all on there. If you want to come around the front, that's what it looks like. This will be used for hiding your base, and maybe in woodland areas and things like that. And you find them at military zones. So the next section is going to be how to build the gate. Right guys, so the next thing we're going to do is move on to the gate. So what you're going to need, the two main things, is pliers and metal wire. So the metal wire will probably come across first. The pliers are as rare as the hammer, but when you find them, I believe you only need one. You should only need one, but they're easy to lose, so please do take another one if you find them, just as a spare. Keep them in your inventory or in your storage. Now, what you want to do is you want to walk up to the wall, do the prompts for the metal wire. I think Bob may have already done that. Then go to the pliers, like he's doing, and simply just build it. Simple as that. Now, as you can see on the left here, you can see the metal showing that it's a fence. And if you want to come to the right, there's a prompt to open it. Walk straight through. I'm going to quickly demonstrate how to close it properly. So you want to come out to about here, get the prompt like so on the corner of the fence, right on the edge. Press X, walk backwards, and that is you safely inside your base. Simple as that. Now the next part is barbed wire, which I believe we've already attached to it. Yep, that's in the attachment slot on the second along one. So I'm going to attach that one on there if you want to show. You can see it in there next to the camo netting. Now you want to come around to the front, outside your base, and simply do the prompt at the front. Craft it up. There. Give us a second, boys. Right. So now we're going to craft the barbed wire. Just from the front, like so. And I believe you can get 2 sets of barbed wire on there, and that will do clear damage. I'm going to do a quick demonstration, just so it does do damage. I'm going to take off all my important gear here, make sure it's not ruined before you take it off. Alright, I'm going to now show you that it does do clear damage. As you can see, my player did take some damage there. This barbed wire does not clear out pretty quickly, so it's good for making traps, say up ladders and things like that. I'm still losing health, but if you get stuck on these, it's very difficult to jump off them, and it does do severe damage if there's double on it. Now, barbed wire is a very rare item and is very useful. But yeah, that's basically everything that covers on fences. You can have sheet metal, you can have wood, all the different types of walls. It does not matter at all, and that's the main thing of base defense and how to build them.